We are learning about coordinating conjunctions in this lesson. So conjunctions are joining words. They allow us to join two parts of a sentence, two clauses into one sentence. And there are two main types of conjunction that we need to know how to use: coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. So in this lesson, we'll look at what the difference is, how you can remember the coordinating conjunctions, and I'll give you 3 activities to help you practice identifying and finding the conjunction and then using the conjunction in your writing. So before we think about what a coordinating conjunction is, we need to know what an actual conjunction is. So have a look at these potential answers, pause the video while you decide which one do you think explains what a conjunction is. So the answer is C. A conjunction is a joining word. It joins two parts of a sentence together. We can call those parts of a sentence clauses. Each clause has to have its own verb. And if you join two clauses together, we use a conjunction to join them into one sentence. So in this particular sentence, Mr. Fox looked at the burglar who was trying to escape. Mr. Fox is the subject. He's the one that's doing the verb. The first clause has the verb looked in it. That's what he's doing. Mr. Fox looked at the burglar. The second clause was trying to escape. That is joined to the first clause by the conjunction who. Now this is a subordinating conjunction. It adds extra information, gives us extra information. But today we're focusing mainly on coordinating conjunctions. So what's the difference? Why do we have some conjunctions called coordinating conjunctions and some that are called subordinating conjunctions? So I'll briefly explain subordinating conjunctions because today we're going to really focus on coordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions add on extra information to the main clause. The main clause is the important point that you're trying to make. The subordinating conjunction joins a subordinating clause. So the subordinating conjunction always comes in front of the subordinating clause, and that entire clause is just adding extra information to the main clause. So here, who is giving us extra information about the burglar. That extra clause, who was trying to escape, is extra information about our main clause, Mr. Fox looked at the burglar. When we use coordinating conjunctions, though, both clauses are equal. Both clauses are main clauses. So we use a coordinating conjunction to join them, and the coordinating conjunction must come in the middle between the two clauses. Subordinating conjunctions, you can actually start sentences with them sometimes. For example, I could say, because it was raining, I took an umbrella. Because it was raining, that would be my subordinating clause. Because is a subordinating conjunction, so I'm joining it to I took an umbrella. But a coordinating conjunction you cannot start sentences with. It must go in the middle between the two main clauses. So here, one of our main clauses is the soldier was afraid. Our second main clause, she did not let it show. They are both equal. They're both main clauses. So we can use the conjunction but to join them, and but has to go in the middle between the two parts. Okay, so let's just quickly review that. What do we call words that join parts of a sentence together? What are the two types of conjunctions called? And what is the difference between the two types of conjunction? Pause the video while you try and answer these questions, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, so the words that join parts of a sentence together are called conjunctions. They join individual clauses together. The two types of conjunction are coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions join two equal parts of a sentence together, so two main clauses together, whereas subordinating conjunctions add on extra information to a main clause. So the subordinating conjunction comes in front of a subordinating clause, which is adding extra information to the main clause. Remember, coordinating conjunctions must come in the middle between the two clauses, whereas subordinating conjunctions can come in either place. They could come at the beginning of your sentence if you start your sentence with your subordinating clause, or they can come in between the two clauses if you've got your main clause and then your conjunction and then your subordinating clause. But coordinating conjunctions always come in between the two clauses in the middle. Now, often we use the acronym FANBOYS to help us remember the coordinating conjunctions. So if you just remember the word FANBOYS, then that might help you remember all 7 of the coordinating conjunctions, because there's only 7 of them. There's a lot more subordinating conjunctions. So, coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Pause the video while you try and remember them, and then I'm going to check and give you a little task to see if you do remember them. Okay, see on this slide, see if you can remember what the letters in the acronym stand for. Pause the video whilst you have a think. So F was for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. Have a look here. This is your first activity, practicing using coordinating conjunctions. I've got some sentences there. They all include a coordinating conjunction. See if you can find the coordinating conjunction in each sentence. Remember, the coordinating conjunction is coming in the middle between 2 main clauses. Pause the video now whilst you try and find them. Okay, let's go through the answers. So here are the coordinating conjunctions. I decided to leave for, it was getting dark. For, when we use it as a coordinating conjunction, similar to because, but it joins 2 main clauses rather than one clause being a subordinating clause, which adds extra information about the main clause. In this sentence, when we use for, both parts of the sentence are equal. He was with his friends, yet he still felt lonely. Yet is a similar meaning to but. I like getting up early and going to bed late. It is summer, so I need to wear sun cream. So it is summer is one clause, I need to wear sun cream. So is the conjunction that joins those clauses together. I don't have school today, nor do I have tutoring. Nor is like a negative or. I want to go shopping, or I want to go swimming, or being a more positive form of nor. And I am tired, but I don't want to sleep yet. But and yet as a conjunction, yet has got an alternative meaning, which you can see in the bottom sentence, it's the way it's being used there. But yet and but can also be conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions with a similar meaning. So, key learning points so far: coordinating conjunctions always come in the middle of the 2 clauses, in between the 2 clauses that we are joining. That means we should not start sentences with coordinating conjunctions. We should not start sentences with but or so or and. We can start sentences with one type of conjunction though. Which type can we start conjunction? Which type of conjunction can we start sentences with? We can start sentences with subordinating conjunctions, but not coordinating conjunctions. If you start a sentence with a subordinating conjunction, that means you're putting your subordinating clause in front of your main clause, a little bit like a fronted adverbial, and you'd follow it with a comma. Okay, so what does the conjunction mean? For, it means similar to because. Have a look, see if you can add in a clause to follow these 2 sentences using the word for to join the two clauses. So I want to play football for, see if you can think of an ending for that sentence. I want to buy a map for, see if you can think of an ending for that sentence. Pause the video now whilst you have a try. Okay, nor, remember it's negative of or, so it means like neither. So I don't have any fruit, nor do I have any vegetables. It's like I don't have any fruit and I also do not have any vegetables. It means a negative, not either as well. So see if you can think of two endings for these sentences. I don't like ice skating, nor I haven't been to Japan, nor, so your second clause here needs to be somewhere else that you also don't like for the first sentence or haven't been to for your second sentence. Yet, remember I said yet is similar to but. They were brothers, yet they hadn't seen each other for a long time. So yet and but are both used when the first clause and the second clause contrast with each other, or almost opposite or unexpected, not what you would expect in the case of the first clause. So see if you can finish these sentences. The house had been empty for years, yet she didn't have any family, yet. Pause the video while you try and think of an ending for these two sentences. Okay. Here, I want you to try and choose the most appropriate coordinating conjunction to go in the blank in each sentence. You can exercise regularly, still be overweight. Every morning I meditate. It helps me relax. My grandmother was not kind. Was she smart? You could go to bed early. You can get plenty of sleep. I'd like to go on holiday. I can't afford it. Now, sometimes you might be able to use more than one coordinating conjunction in each sentence. Pause the video whilst you try and do this activity, and then we'll go through the answers. Okay, let's go through them. So you can exercise regularly. We could use and, yet, or but in that first sentence to fill in the coordinating conjunction spot. Every morning I meditate for it helps me relax. Remember, for is similar to because. So I meditate because it helps me relax. I meditate for it helps me relax. My grandmother was not kind, nor was she smart. I could have actually put in there but or yet as well, because they do kind of contrast. It would make sense. It would be a different meaning, but it would make sense if I said my grandmother was not kind, but she was smart. I'd just have to change the she and the was to being the other way around. Or my grandmother was not kind, yet she was smart would also make sense. But again, I'd need to swap the was and the she the other way around. When I'm using nor, we say, nor was she smart. You should go to bed early so you can get plenty of sleep. And I'd like to go on holiday, but I can't afford it, or yet I can't afford it, would both make sense in that last one. This one, you've got to, so this one's slightly more difficult. You've got to choose the appropriate first part of the sentence to go with each conjunction that then could be followed by a second clause. So pause the video while you try and match each sentence to a conjunction, each first clause to a conjunction, and then to a second clause that could come after the conjunction. Okay, let's go through the answers. So we'd say, I haven't tried skiing, nor have I tried snowboarding. She was only 5 years old, yet she often had to look after herself. They are awake all of the night, so they sleep all of the day. The dog was miserable, for her owner was away. It's my granddad's birthday, and it's my first day at school. we'd like to climb a mountain or run a marathon before we turn 30. I'm excited about moving abroad, but I'm going to miss my friends a lot. And then for the final activity, this is where you really try and use your writing skills. I want you to try and follow each of these first clauses and their conjunctions with a second clause that would make sense with that conjunction. My teacher was very cross for I want to go to the beach and I have never seen a witch nor I am good at maths, but at break time you could eat fruit, or it was very late at night, yet he wanted to win the race. So pause the video whilst you try and find a suitable ending for your sentences. Okay, and here are some example answers that you could use, but obviously it's up to you. They're your sentences. There's any number of possible answers you could have come up with. Okay, and that's everything for coordinating conjunctions. So I'll make another video at some point for how to do subordinating conjunctions.